All right, have and have not fans, the news never stops. We actually seem to have episode leaks for episode 25 airing August 28th, 2018, which I'm very excited about because, well, that's the day before my birthday, which is August 29th. Now, the episode title is called Three's a Crowd. And last night, it only had one sentence, but now it says there's two. But I think it was ziptoit.com was where somebody sent me the link, and it says Three's a Crowd. Now, you know the usual. If you don't want spoilers, yada, yada, yada. If not, if you don't mind, then here's the synopsis. Candace comes face to face with Katheryn Cryer. Which firecracker will walk away the victor? Now, wow. This is an interesting synopsis because coming face to face with Katheryn Cryer, if I'm not mistaken, the last time that Katheryn and Candace saw each other face to face was very briefly at the funeral home, after Candace had a falling out with Hannah and Benny, and Katheryn had just finished having sex with Jim and then made her way over to the funeral home. Like, those two, just stopped in their tracks for a brief second, looked at each other with disdain, and then Candace just walked out because, remember, she was too through with, going off on Hannah and Benny, which was still one of my favorite moments of this franchise. And that Candace wasn't even in the mood because when she got to the hotel, Veronica threw some insults her way, but she wasn't having it. And I think the last time those two actually got into it was when Katheryn took the wine bottle and smashed it up side her head, and her and Jim interrogated Candace for information about what happened to their daughter Amanda. And of course, nobody can forget the first time that they really went at it. And when I say really went at it, I mean Katheryn just gave her famous number 9 speech to Candace. So it will be very interesting to see these two going at it. I don't think that either one of them are in the mood to play games due to the fact that Katheryn just, put her own son behind bars. And look at the fact that Candace isn't in the mood due to the fact that she just, excuse me. Sorry about that. Dropped something. Candace really isn't in the mood because she wants that money. It's bad enough that her mom is the reason that she can't get the money because she refuses to sign the bank documents. But then you also look at the fact that now the mother of the guy you took the money from is now in a position to strong arm you for the money back. Like, if you thought that Jim and Benny's, confrontation in the jail was something else, I bet the Katheryn and Candace encounter is going to be something 10 times worse. And on top of that, Katheryn and Candace really aren't the same people they were the last time they went at it, due to the fact that, hey, Katheryn literally killed somebody in cold blood, and Candace literally, killed Oscar as well by pushing him out of a window. So, if you want to get technical, it's like their street credits both went up. It's like now it's face to face. Who's the baddest bitch? My question is this much. I would really love to see a Candace and Veronica standoff, but I'll get to that in another video. But I really do feel like this episode Three's a Crowd does define a lot of stuff. Three's a crowd. There's no telling who's that involved with. Does it mean that there's going to be a third party in the Justin and Jeffrey toxic relationship? Three's a crowd. Does that mean that, let's see, will it mean something along Derek and Benny? Because, it's Benny and Hannah, mother and son, but now you got Derek trying to take her away. Well, you know what I mean? Like, be a romantic interest and Benny won't have it. There are so many ways this could go down here. Three's a crowd. So maybe Jim and Katheryn both confront Candace, but Katheryn's like, no. Let me handle this, because of the fact that Candace took the money underneath Jim's nose. So it's like, I'm going to handle this myself. How do those two meet up? Does Candace go over to Hannah's house again, and then Katheryn happens to be there as well? There are so many ways this could go down. Which firecracker will be the one left standing? That'll be great. But I just feel like this standoff is actually going to be pretty good. Like, it's face to face. I don't think there's going to be any guns, at least on Candace's part. I'm just saying, Katheryn killed somebody in cold blood. Don't get me wrong, Candace did kill Oscar, but I talked about that a lot before in other videos, that it was really a heat of the moment kind of situation where she had no other choice in order to get out of her current situation but to shove him so hard he went flying out of a window. Katheryn literally killed Jennifer because, you know, I asked you multiple times to help me save my son, so you know what? Pow, pow, you're dead. But I feel like in terms of who's more deadly, I think when pushed into a corner, Katheryn is. That's just my opinion. But I will say this much. Look at the fact that because Jennifer refused to get the money back from Wyatt, because Katheryn was like, look, that money's going to destroy him, and she kept refusing, well, that's how she got killed. Now we're in a similar situation where Katheryn is going to, I'm pretty sure she's going to request that Candace returns the money, her son's money from his inheritance. And if she refuses, will she get killed? I don't know. I'm just saying, look what happened last time. But given the fact that, you know, last time she killed Jennifer because Jennifer was holding the keys to what could save Wyatt. Now look at the fact that, you know, Katheryn is, you know, emotional due to the fact that she turned in her son. Now it's like, look, now we're getting this money back. So I'm just saying, at face value, you might think that Katheryn should be the one that should watch out. But I feel like Candace should be the one that should be on defense, because there's no telling how far that Katheryn's going to go. And given the fact that, you know, David was probably injured or close to death in that car wreck, the car explosion, I feel like Tyler Perry might flip the script during the back half of this season, where the quiet, meek, patient, slow to anger characters will be the ones that are going to be truly monstrous, like David, Katheryn, possibly Hannah as well. So with that being said, Three's a Crowd, August 28th, the day before my birthday. Let me know what you thought of this episode synopsis. Do you think something big is going to happen between Katheryn and Hannah? Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And guys, I will talk to you all soon.